Hello children, hope you all are safe and fine at home. Yes, I am back again with another lesson in science today. So let's start, okay? So today we are going to look into the chapter Air, Water and Weather. Okay, so let us see how air is important to us. What is the importance of water to our human beings and all the animals and birds, all the living things around us. At the same time, what effect of weather plays a major role in our daily lives. Okay, so let's see children. Today we are going to look into air, water and weather. Right? So when we come across, let us see the definition of weather. What is weather basically? So it is the condition of the atmosphere at a particular place. Okay? So how the temperature is today, whether it is very hot or whether it is very cool or whether it is very humid. Humid means very sweaty. Yes? To few places when we go, we sweat a lot. Okay? Then we tell the humidity is more in that particular place. So let's see how it is going to affect the pressure, wind, moisture, temperature and all. And also the weather can be either hot, cold, windy, dry or humid. Okay, that's what we were talking about. Humid it is very dry. We don't feel that fresh air around us. Okay, now let's see children. So this is what is the weather report. Now, the main area where the changes in the weather occurs because of sun. So let us see how sun is going to play a major role in changing so many things. So first let's look into sun causes changes in the weather. So how does this happen children? Generally we have got 3 seasons in India, right? So the 3 major seasons are summer, winter and rainy. So sun plays a very major role in the change of the seasons. Yes or no children? Summer we find it as very hot. Yeah? Do you all feel that? Yeah, from when the March month starts, from March till June nowadays we are able to feel the heat of the sun and we denote that season as summer. Then we get the rainy season. Yes? So after just June, July till October or November we feel the rains. So that becomes the rainy season. And then the winter season which is going on now, very cool. Yes, feel like wearing sweaters, feel like drinking hot soup. So all these changes takes place through the effect of the sun. So sun plays a vital role in the change of the seasons. And also, let us see how sun causes changes in the temperature. Yes, in the summer season it's very hot. In the winter season it's very cool, right? Now even the daily temperature is affected by the sun. Now let us see. Morning when you are going for a walk or when you are out, you don't feel that hot. Yes? When people go for a walk or when you are going to school or when your parents are going for a small market to buy something or the other, we feel that it is not so hot. Why? Because earth is round in shape. Yes children? So sun's rays in the morning, they do not fall directly. They fall in a slant way. Okay? So sun's rays fall slantly on the earth during the morning. So that is why we don't feel that hot. But when it comes to noon, in the afternoon, sun is above us. Okay? So almost above us. So the direct rays of the sun fall on the earth. Okay? Then the temperature is very hot. Right children? Now, in the evening, after the sun, before the sunset, again as earth is round, the earth is moving, the sun is also moving. Yes? So, during the evening, even the rays of the sun, they fall in a slant direction. Okay, they fall slantly. So this evenings also it is not so hot. So we feel little warm in the morning and little warm in the evening, but it is very hot during the afternoon. This because the sun's rays fall directly on the earth. Now depending on the rays of the sun, the temperature also changes. So sun helps in the change of the temperature. Okay children, now let's look into the next one. Sun causes winds to blow. Okay, so the winds which are around us, the sun helps the winds to move from the air to move from one place to another. The moving air is called wind. Okay, now how does this help? Now when we take the case of a land and a water children, the land gets heated up very fast and it also cools very fast. So on the land, whenever there is direct rays of the sun, there the air becomes hot. Now this hot air will raise up. Okay, the hot air will slowly raise up. When the hot air raises up, on the top the air is cool. Okay, this cool air, it comes down to fill the place of the hot air. Understood children? Now that is why we see the winds blowing from one place to another. Sometimes it is hot, sometimes it is cool. Why? Because when the land gets heated up, okay, the hot air it raises up. When the hot air raises up, on the top the air is cool, and this air they come down to take the place of the hot air. That is why during the evening we feel cool air, cool breeze coming up. Understood children? Cool wind will be blowing because in the afternoon the land gets heated, no? So the hot air it moves up. Then to fill the gap of the hot air, the cool air comes to fill its place. So this is how sun helps the winds to blow. Now let us see. Sun causes change in the states of water. Very important and very interesting children. Now sun is playing a very major role in the change of the state of the water. Water, almost 3/4 of the earth is covered with water. Now when this water, it gets heated up, the water from the liquid state, it changes into the gaseous state or vapor. Okay, so the sun's heat, slowly the hot air, it will raise up in the form of vapor. All the vapor, they join together to form clouds. Okay, now once there are many clouds formed, all the clouds, they together they cool and we get it as rain again. Okay children, so the water which was in the liquid state, first it changes into the gaseous state, that is vapor state. It slowly moves up, all the vapor gets collected, okay, again it cools, again from the gas state, the water comes back in the form of rain. Okay, this happens only because of sun. So sun helps to change the state of the water, liquid to gas, again from gas to liquid. Yes children, hope you have understood till here. Okay, let's move on. So till now we have talked about air, that is we have talked about sun, temperature and weather. Now let us see what is about air. What is air? Can you feel children? Air is nothing but small gas or amount of gas which is present around us. That is air. So air is present all around us. Without air we cannot live. Air contains water vapor, smoke, dust and germs. So different varieties of light-like materials are present in the air. That is water vapor, tiny droplets of water. Smoke, we get the smoke from the vehicles, from the companies. Yes, so all that smoke gets accumulated in the air. Dust, dust, you know, when the vehicles go around, lot of dust comes in the form of a dust, and that dust is moving into the air. And germs, different kinds of germs are also present in the air. Now, moving air is called wind. What is wind? Small moving air is called as wind. Now, when the wind is fast and strong, winds can cause storms. Yes, children? So, that is the difference between a wind and a storm. Wind is nothing but small moving air is called as wind, and if the wind is too fast, if the wind is too strong, okay, with lot of clouds, dark heavy clouds, then it is called as a storm. If it rains too heavily, then it is called as a storm. Okay, now again another part in this air is hot air and cool air. Now let us see what is hot air and what is cool air. For this, let's take up a small experiment. Okay, experiment number 1. Flame burns upwards. Means what, children? Now you take candles. Okay, different sizes of candles. For one candle, you put it straight. The other candle, you put it in a sleeping position. Another candle in a slanting position. Whichever positions the candle is, the flame always moves upward. Okay, the flame, it burns upward only. It will not go to the position of the candle. Okay, why? Because as wherever air is present, it moves towards the air. So, flame always burns upwards. It will not bend down. Now, the next experiment is hot air rises up. Means what? Now, children, take up a candle. Okay, light it. Now, put your hands by the sides of the candle. Now, what can you feel? It is not so hot. Okay, the sides of the candle, even though the candle is burning, the air over there is not hot. But if you put your finger on the top of the candle, what will happen? It burns. Yes, why does it burn? There the air is very, very hot. Okay, when it comes to the sides, the air is not hot, it is little warm. But on the top of the candle, the temperature of the air is high. So, you feel it very, very hot. So, that is what is hot air. It will always raise up. It doesn't go by the side. Yes, children? So, when we are lighting the candle, the surrounding air gets heated. But that heat air, it is raising upwards. But it is not spreading to the side. Then we say that hot air always raises up. Okay, children, have you understood till here? Chalo, let's go to the next part. Now, experiment 3. Air current formed due to movement of air. Okay, now let us see how air current is formed when the air is moving. Now, take up a small wooden box. Okay, in this experiment, a wooden box is taken. Then to this, you are making 2 holes. Okay, you are putting 2 little long chimneys. Okay, these are called the chimneys. Okay, through which the fumes will come out. Then under or below the inside the cardboard, you are placing a candle. Okay, you are lighting the candle. Now, when you light the candle, then after some time, you are taking a small ball of paper. Okay, you have burned the paper and now the smoke is coming from the paper. That's it. It's not burning with flame. Okay, you are holding that near the chimney number 1. Okay, now let us see what happens. Now this candle is lighted. Yes. So the air which is present here gets heated up. Yes or no? Yes. Now once the air gets heated over here, slowly the heat air rises up. Okay. Now from this chimney, the heated air comes out. Okay children, this is the direction for the air. So it has seen the place and it's coming out. Now what is happening over here? Now here after the air is heated up, it is empty? Yes. Now this smoke which was coming from the paper, it goes inside the chimney. Okay, here the air is cool. Yes. So this smoke from the chimney comes down. Okay, goes near the candle and comes up again. Okay children, have you understood? So the smoke which is coming out of the paper first goes inside the chimney, then it goes near the candle and comes out from chimney number 2. Now this forms a air current. Okay, this is called as an air current. So air current happens due to the movement of the air. From chimney number 1, the air is coming, it is going inside the cardboard and then it is coming out from chimney number 2, forming a air current. Okay, so this experiment shows how air current is formed due to the movement of the air. Yes children, hope you have understood it here. Right, let's go to the next part. Now, this is another experiment where heat absorption is taking place. Okay, heat is being absorbed. Now let us see how and which part absorbs the heat. Now there are 2 beakers. Suppose you say one is filled with sand and the other beaker is filled with water. Okay, and there are 2 thermometers which are put. Okay, and then we have the heat lamp. Now assume this as the sun. Think it is the sun. And these are the 2 bowls. In one bowl we have got the soil and the other bowl we have got the water. Now when the sun rays are falling on both the beakers, the beaker with the soil gets heated up very fast. Okay, the soil gets heated up very fast, and then the beaker which is filled with water. Now there is thermometer inside. Yes, so the temperature of the soil rises up. The heat of the air rises up to 38 degrees. But water's temperature is only 24 degrees centigrade. So from this experiment, we can say that the soil or the land gets heated much faster than the water. Understood children? Yes, let me repeat it once again. We have taken 2 beakers. One beaker is filled with sand, the other beaker is filled with water. And there are 2 thermometers to show the temperature. Then we have a heat lamp. Okay, this heat lamp will give the heat. Assume this to be the sun. Okay, now from this experiment, with the help of the sun rays, the beaker which is present with the soil gets heated very fast. The temperature becomes more, okay, than the beaker which is filled with water. How can we tell? We have got thermometers. So the mercury level in the thermometer slowly rises up. So the temperature in the soil comes to 38 degrees centigrade, whereas the temperature of the water becomes 24 degrees centigrade. So from this experiment, we can show that the land gets heated faster than the water bodies. Yes children, hope we have understood. Yes, let's continue. Yeah, very wonderful topic. Next, let us come to sea breeze. What is sea breeze? Okay, this sea breeze generally happens during the daytime. Okay, when the sun is shining, we have the sea breeze, right? Now, in the previous experiment, previous slide I have shown you, no, land gets heated faster than water. Okay, the same concept is present here. Now, let us see. Now, if we take up a land and a water body, okay, let this water body be a sea or a lake or a river or an ocean. No issues, okay? There is a water body present here and near to the water body there is a land. Now, when during the daytime when the sun is shining, this land gets heated up faster than the water. Okay, so the hot air or the warm air from the land, it raises up. Okay, it goes to the sea. Okay, the air, hot air from the land goes to the sea. Now, from the sea or the ocean, the cool air comes to the land. Understood, children? Yes? Here the air, here it is vacant. It is empty. No air is present. Because hot air, it has moved up and it is going into the ocean. Now, to fill the gap, the cool air from the ocean or sea or a river or a lake, it comes to the land. Okay? Now, this is called as a sea breeze. Understood, children? That's why when we are going near a beach or near a lake or near a river in the daytime, we feel little cool. Why? Because the hot air from the land, it is going into the water body and the cool air from the water body is coming to the land. So, this cycle is called as sea breeze. Okay, children, have you understood? Yeah, let's go on to the next topic. Now, let's look into land breeze. So, let us see what is land breeze now. This land breeze happens during the night time. Okay, when the sun is not present, it happens during the night. Now, in the previous topic, I have told you the land gets heated up very fast and cools very fast also. Okay, land gets heated up very fast. At the same time, it cools